thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Because the because my counts, especially my white blood cells, those are the ones that helps to fight off whatever viruses, whatever infections. So I have no resistance against anything. So he was trying to bring those up. I don't know what is happening here. Okay, good. Hmm. Welcome, 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 everyone. Thank you all for being here. No, they were giving me injections in my belly to bring my white counts up, and I was transfused several times to bring my blood count up also because my counts were depleted. Not depleted, but they were very low. They were so low. So, in all of that, I was still told that I was septic. I keep asking, how is it? They said they had to do another culture. I was given a discharge, and from the sound or the look of it, I don't know. I don't know. So it seems I was not sepsis or whatever. Welcome, Sandy. How are you doing? At one point, they were talking about removing, after I allowed them to scar me like this, to put this, um, injectable port in. They were thinking of removing it. But God is good. They put it in, they have not accessed it at all. I still have that injectable port in that they have not accessed at all. They said it is just for the chemo. Divine Podcast, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right. You can go ahead, guys, and hit the like button if you so desire. All right. Just double tap on your screen. It doesn't cost a thing. Thank you all. So sometimes you're going to the hospital and you wonder, does inside of the hospital actually makes me more sick than I am? I could not even, if I go out of my room, I was ushered back in. I was so depressed. One night while I was there, I think this was the second night because I was so weak. I was so weak. I couldn't even look at the laptop. I hardly even wanted to talk to family members. And no, that I'm doing a vertical also, vertical and horizontal. Two different places, mama. So while I was there, I was so weak and I wasn't even able to really do much. ANI family, welcome. Thank you for being here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? Thank you for coming. Sandy Shimmers, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. The Charles, welcome. Thank you for coming. Now, I'm wondering, when I'm in the hospital, does it make me more sick, actually, than I really am? Because I came out yesterday. I'm happy to hear that. I came out yesterday, and when I came out, I was still feeling, kind of not disoriented, but I just wanted to get out because um, a lot of people don't really understand. It's not like I am supposed to be eating all of this garbage, the rice, the chicken, the fish, the meat, and it is okay if that's what I wanted. But with this, um, what the doctors claim, this disease, I have to be now careful what I am eating. When you have your family members, sometimes they don't even understand. Sometimes they don't understand what you're going through. Within your body, the changes. Now, you are one person and you have to look after yourself. You have to look out for yourself. And while I was there, you know what it is like in the hospital. They will give you sandwiches, they will give you a little rice here and there, and meat, and they try to give you as according to what they say from the food groups, in which how we are really supposed to be eating, we were really taught wrong. These foods, a lot of them, are really not helping. A lot of starch is really not good for your body, especially as you get older. You can't be eating a lot of rice, a lot of flour, a lot of yam, a lot of these ground produce. It's really not good for your body. What you're supposed to be eating, and I can't even get it. A lot of callaloo, and I love callaloo, or amaranth. I don't even know if I'm saying the right word. Amaranth. And you can get sicker. I think so. Because while I was in the hospital, I can tell you something. All right. So I tried to go live one night. I was live for probably, you can check it out. I was there for about 7 hours. So I started the live sometime in the day. And when I started, the nurses came and they went. And I did not hide it. I let them know that I am streaming. They didn't say anything to me as if I am not allowed to, nothing like that. So I was streaming, and then, excuse me, in the night, the shift changed and the night shift personnel came on. And when they came to my room, they didn't say anything to me. What they did, they went and called their supervisor. And when she came, she said, "Are you streaming?" I said, "Yes." She got on her phone to call security. She did not ask me to stop streaming. Remember now, I am in my own private quarters. I am in my own cubicle, in my own. It's not like in Jamaica. You are Jamaican, you understand how the hospital is, where it's one big room and it's all about curtains. Everybody's curtained off. So you have your own little private space. All right? It's not like that at the hospital where I was recently. I was in my own room, closed my door, and had my own little bathroom. Guys, that's another story. But anyhow, I was in my own, just like how the phone would be, you know, on me. And if someone else comes in here, you would not be able to see that person. And they did not tell me that I'm not supposed to stream or anything. She got on her phone, she called security. So I said to her, "I'm not allowed to stream." She said, "No." I said, "No one said anything to me. And I'm not even, it's not on anyone. It's only on me. Would you like me to stop it? And she said yes. So I cut the stream right there. I just ended it, you know? And she told security, it's okay, not to worry. So what were the security coming to do? And I felt very offended. I felt very, for the entire night, guys, I can tell you, I was traumatized because I was like, what was security coming up there to do? I don't know if he was coming to make a scene because I'm not that type of person. If you tell me that I'm not supposed to, I am going to stop it. Hello, Claudette. Yeah, but read up on the HIPAA laws, then you will understand. Okay, I will. Thank you. If they had said to me, you're not allowed, you know, I would have stopped it right there and then. From in the day, if they had said something, they wouldn't have to call security. I was not boisterous. I am weak. I'm sick. I could hardly stand on my own. But anyhow, it ended right there. And I had to have this what's this thing called? Monitor. This heart monitor. I had that on for the entire time that I was also there. They simply could have said something to me, you know, because I've been there maybe about, yeah, 2 days. And even then, I've never been out of line. Well, nowhere I go, I try to disrespect anyone. So a simple communication as to, ma'am, I'm sorry, but we don't allow. And it would have been done right there and then. But not even saying a word, but you call security. But anyhow, no, I wanted to go. I went out of my room. I think it was the day before yesterday. And I went not very far from my room, not very far. And they said I had to go back inside my room. Remember now I'm wearing a mask because I know that my blood counts are very low. So I have to have a mask on. And I was told that I have to go back in my room. Now, can you imagine? I now feel even worse because I can't even get a little sun. I was standing around a little corner, not very far from my room, because when I come from around that little corner, I am able to see my door. Hey Nadine, welcome. This person says, Claudette Olivier says, she's a registered nurse in the US. Read up on the HIPAA laws. All right, let me look for that. Let me look up for that. The HIPAA laws. All right. They explained it to me, however. Says something about protect patient privacy. I'm not gonna read that right now though. But anyway, I had to go back in my room. Nadine, how are you, sweetheart? Welcome. Thank you for coming. How are you? I'll get back to that. They could have handled the situation different, but they didn't. They chose to handle it how they did. And they came. So now I can't stream, which is okay. Now I have to be cooped up or be a prisoner in my room, and that's exactly how I felt. I can't go outside for a little walk. They said when it's not so busy, I can. When out there is not so busy. So even though I'm sick and I'm trying to move around, I'm telling you, it's the worst experience ever. From I have been going to the hospitals here. Hi Trina, how are you doing? Good morning. How are you, Trina? Me settle myself, man. Me settle me keckle. Yeah, I know that. I know that. I know that the Charles. But the thing is, I wasn't alone. I wasn't alone. A nurse was not with me, but I was not alone. What about if I should get up in my room, if that is the case, and I should get up? I am alive and I'm giving thanks, Trina. Thank you. What about if Rosie wasn't with me and I had to go to the bathroom and fell? And in that bathroom is very tiny. So, you know, if I fall in there, good morning, Torah and Grace Ministries. Good morning, thank you for coming. How are you doing, sweetheart? If I should fall in there, I am going to be hurt. So I can fall even in my room, even getting up. But anyhow, I am now unable to walk outside my room freely. It's like I am in a whole new prison. Thank you for liking, Chana. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you. So everything just, it was just too much. It was just too much. And then each time they are coming with the needle, okay, they are gonna try because my veins are so tiny. They have issues to try to find a good vein so that when I'm to get the products. Amen. God is always faithful, my sister. God is always faithful. So they have to find a good vein. And they were having issues. So sometimes, even when they come to get blood, I remember these persons now are professionals. One came in my room one morning and she was like, I've never seen anyone come in and behave so aggressive with my hand. It's as if she's poking me like she and my hand was in a war. And I had to look at her. I think I feel something here. Claudette says, sorry I had to go through that. Communication is the key from staff to patient. The reason for not going out the door is actually to protect you from infections of other patients. Yes, I am very much aware of that because they told me that, but it doesn't make me feel any better even though I have my mask on. But it can be transmitted through the vents as well. No? Because everybody is breathing the same air. So even in my room, I still have my mask on. Nurses are coming in, they have their mask and they put on a protective coat to come in my room. And it was just too much. It was just too much. And at one point, when the doctor asked me, Anne Marie Shaw, welcome, thank you for coming. Not a prison, just keeping it positive as they always do. Listen, this is the worst. This is the worst, by far, the worst hospital experience here. And I would not go back there. I would not go back there. I've been to other hospitals and I've been treated very well. I have been treated very well. You know, I don't know how you all would take this sentiment, this statement, or whatever. But I don't hide my children. Persons would ask me from time to time, how many children do you have? You know, just to strike a conversation. And I remember, that's okay, Chana, I'm out, I'm home. And a nurse asked me, you have kids? I said, yes. Yes, Trina. Very different. And Marisha, how are you doing? How are you, my sister? Thank you for being here. And when they asked me, I don't hide my children. I have a lot of children. And when I told her, she was like, you have 9 children in this time? Make a ask her what she mean, but I was already feeling too flustered, and I just wanted to remain calm in this time. In this time. Somebody explain to me what she could have meant when she said in this time. In this time, I am 56 years old. My last child is 17. And in this time, you still have people having a lot of children. I didn't bother to say another word to her. I didn't bother to answer. I'm older than her. That's for sure. In this time. What she mean? She caught me at a good day when I was not feeling, like, you know, God is good. God is good. Yeah, man, God is good. In this day, I said I'm 56. What do you mean? And a voice said, nobody gonna further. Don't even bother to entertain her. I left it. I just left it right there. May have them already. Persons used to make me feel so worthless. Yeah, man. I used to be told or overheard people talking behind me. How may I hatch up? How may I hatch up? I'm not gonna say I have 9 of the most beautiful souls on earth. No. But they are here. She asked me a question and I answer. Hey, hi. I don't know what to call this one. You know, yesterday when I was leaving the hospital, when the doctor says, well, okay, that's not her business. That is certainly not her business. My children are not in the United States. I have never, I am not on food stamp or anything, not even in my country where I'm from. I work and I send my children to school when I could from what I earned, not from the government, not like how I see them behaving here. Claudette is saying, well, it's probably because of the cost of raising those children, sending them to university. This tends to be very expensive. My grandmother had 13. I have 1. That's the difference. Well, mankind seem to believe a them earth, you know? Yeah, mankind seem to believe earth is theirs. And I heard the Bible said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. Everything around us belongs to God. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is ours. No, when I had my children and they were younger, yes, Claudette, I am a Jamaican. Definitely. My pitney them born in Jamaica. All of them. Me not have none born over here. And, excuse me, all me used to run down the little food stamp at Jamaica. Me couldn't get it. I got it for a little time, but then I don't remember what happened. And I was taken off and I was trying to get back on it and they kept giving me the runaround. I said, you know what? I'll do what I can because it's not even helping much anyway. So I worked. I was not one of those parents who allowed my children to walk on the road and beg. No. If me catch them, I beg nobody nothing, then just hey, then just DED. If you understand what I mean. No begging. Let me do the begging. I worked. I wash people dirty clothes. I go up on site and nobody no want employ me because I was too well spoken, so them no want me on their site. Then say me cannot manage that and that is not my area of expertise, in which me never have any, because not in the hotels wouldn't employ me. All right. When I started to see light was when I actually started to work with Disney. Disney Cruise Lines gave me my breakthrough. No experience, but they employed me. No hotel at Jamaica no want me coming on me not have no experience. No, if you don't have any experience and no one is willing to employ you, how are you gonna gain experience? Miss Jazzy, good morning, beautiful. How are you doing? Johnny B. Good, good morning. How are you doing? Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Well, how that nurse, I've spoken to other nurses, and she's the only one who came across like that. In this time, why she couldn't find something else to say? Really? Yeah. Wow. You know, me not even want to tell her. She tell me some I'm blessed. I am blessed. I am alive. Okay, Johnny. Okay. Got you. But I would do whatever it is that I needed to do for my children. And they didn't go the worse. There were places that they wanted to go, and it helped me to discipline them. It helped me to grow them more disciplined because I could not afford to give them the things that they wanted. I gave them what they needed, but I could not give them what they truly wanted. Johnny's on the other side, Sister Simmons. Johnny, hey, Sandy's saying hi to you over on the other side. Welcome, 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 everyone. Remember to double tap your screen to give a like, all right, over on this side. No, not all my children could have gone to school the way how I would have wanted them to. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how many of you are with me on that. I was listening to Dr. Sebi, and not everyone is going to be of the same mindset. But I will tell you something. Education is a way of I don't know if I should have said it's a way of tricking people, because if we are all taught, or we were all taught, that we should have a good, stable education. And I have specifically 2 children who did very well in school. One is finishing up college right now. And they could not get a job. One of them got a regular work as a security guard. That's what he did. He had 6 subjects and one 6 CXCs and one I don't remember the other one. But in maths he got English, maths, I don't remember, but those 2, you have to have them. You know, wherever you go, you have to have English and maths. And they could not get a job. My daughter, one of them, she went to college, associate's degree. She got her associates. Made it even worse, she couldn't get a job. No, they're teaching us that we need a good education. When you get a good education, you have to have links to get you a job in Jamaica. Here, I have realized you only need to be able to fill out a form, and you can work in McDonald's, you can work in KFC, Burger King, wherever. In Jamaica, if you don't have how many CXC subjects, you are doomed. Even if you need to go and do a live-in job as a live-in helper or whatever, you have to have CXC nowadays. I am guessing, because they are asking you if you have any subjects. You need a subject. You need subjects or subject, probably to go and look after the rich people children, because you are the one who are going to have to help them with their homework. And if you can't read and write, then you not get that job there. So they try to hold back our children in every possible way. You believe that they are letting them go, but they are actually holding them back. So you cannot, what if you're dunce? Let me use that phrase. You might say don't use that phrase, but that's what me used to. And that me used to. What if you're dunce and you don't have the capacity? What avenue is there? Because you have persons who can hardly read and write, but they can help themselves. You can create areas of skills for them. Heart is there. But if you cannot read and write, you still cannot get in heart. Education is not a guarantee of anything, but when opportunity knocks, you have the key to open the door. My grandfather was a farmer, my mom a registered nurse, me a nurse practitioner. And that's amazing. But how many people are as fortunate as you? You leave college and they still want experience. I know I'm not going to say what everybody may want to hear, but I can talk because I have been there. I have been there. When you go to heart, it's okay to be able to read and write. It is okay. I don't have a problem. Everyone should be able to be, everyone should be literate. Read up to a certain extent, and if they want to pursue whatever area they want to pursue, because right now, I can tell you all of those jobs, those high performance jobs, are those jobs, AI soon take them over. All of them big education where we spend so much money and so much millions and thousands of dollars. There is coming a day when our education is not going to have any use to us. And we have to go back, go till the soil. There should be a place where you teach children these things, how to properly farm the land. But nobody no want to get their hands dirty because everybody wants to sit down on phone and chop. Everybody wants to sit down on phone and chop. But there's coming a day when people are going to want go in the dirt. Them are going probably them are going to start to eat worm to how desperate they are going to become. Because I've been to places here and a robot care food come give me. You know, see where this society is going. Robot bring food come give me. And me I say, but me no want no food from no robot. That's where we are going. It is sad, but it's true. So your high education, you soon see robot administer medicine in hospital. It might not be done in my era, might not be done in yours, but I urge everyone, even though you have a good education, you're the CEO or whatever, if your pitney want fit on hairdresser, leave the child alone. I know. Tell the pitney say me a doctor, so you have to come doctor. Let the child be what that child wants to be. The child wants to become a farmer. He can be a very good farmer, he or she. If that child wants to be a mechanic, he can be an awesome mechanic. You never used to hear children really at one time. When I was going to school, we had these the vocation areas. I saw a name, I don't even remember, but anyhow, where they would whatever skill they wanted. If it was if they wanted to do auto mechanic, electrical installation, food and nutrition, whatever they wanted, they had that option. You don't see much of that today, though. I'm not gonna say it's no longer, but it used to be in schools. If that is the area that you wanted to, they used to teach us to bake. They used to teach us when I was going to school. And when you reach at a certain level, it is now time to decide what you want to do. No. Okay, good. That's good. They are reinstituting it. Good. Because not, may have some day, no, I have some children, not that they are dunce, but you had home economics class. There you go, Miss Jazzy. And when I was going to school, I wanted to follow the hype life. Me never know maths. Me dunce when it come to maths. Yeah, man. Dunks bad. No matter how they teach me ratio, me don't know it. They taught me, the only thing that I knew in maths was addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. That's all. The basics. Long division gave me a fight. Long division gave me a fight. But all of them, look here, don't even bother come to me with no algebra. I don't think I would ever say I'm going to try to do maths. I love it, you know. I love maths. I love the complexities of it. But to say, the thing about it is it necessary? All of these algebra, A plus Z plus A, from the minute me hear A plus Z, me head start, the mechanic, them in my head start, a pure nice in my head. Pure nice. What is A minus N, N plus B? Look here. Leave me alone with them madness there. I don't want to know it. I only want to know what is 1 plus 1. What is 3 plus 2? Sometimes I really have to count it. 3 and 2 again. Yeah, 5. Me no need nothing more than that. Because when you start telling me about algebra, indices, I do it. Indices are when me go to the, when me go in at the sea, me indices at that time. Me no need to know nothing more about in and no sea. Me in that sea there. So, me can't imagine the poor children them. No. What I am seeing before me, it is sad. And when me tell you say it's sad bad. It's not just sad. It's sad bad. The babies, when my children them used to go school. Let me can put the same thing here. When I used to send my children to school, as a matter of fact, when they were going to infant school, whatever, them come home every day singing, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Miss Jazzy said, add, subtract, multiply, and divide, and sometimes percentage. Don't even bring the percentage in there, Miss Jazzy, because even now, me, big 56-year, I'm in no shame. No shame to my game. I don't know percentage, and I don't shame. I am not ashamed, and I don't care. Me no know percentage. Me have to I have to probably go and something or ask somebody what is, if me fi take 10% out of $20, how that go? Me no know, and me no want know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I have done percentage. I don't know. Yes, Nadine. I don't know and I don't want to know. I can count. I think I can count good to 100. Yeah. And me can multiply to an extent me want think. But me no need to do more than single digit or double digit multiplication. Me think all of that is totally rubbish, totally unnecessary. 10, 10, 100 and me done. And that good enough for me. When me look now, and sister them a pitney in a grade, these children, they are in what? My poor granddaughter, me sorry for them. Me sorry for my grandchildren. Me sorry for them because I believe no, this curricularism as it, whatever curriculum, or curriculum, whatever it is what they have, the children them under these days. Hey, my granddaughter, especially one of them, the poor little thing just gone in a grade 2. And them a teach her to write on the line properly. Huh? She feel learn to write on the line. Them a teach her how to spell hospitalization. 2 grade 2 pitney. Grade 2. One at a time. How this? Sim. Welcome, Sim. Me Bex over here this morning. Sim, my darling, welcome. I think they are setting up these children to fail. All right, so, God forbid, may have a grandchild, dunce like a bat. I'm generalizing here. Dunce like a bat. Can hardly sing ABC. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, M, 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 O, P, M, M, M. M, 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 O, P. All right? No. That poor little pitney now. Ain't go up to grade. That child leave basic school. Still a sing MMMOP. When he going to grade 1, what is that child gonna learn? No. Right now, me confused for them. Me not telling no lie. Some word what I'ma teach the children them. Grade 1. Grade 1. She just transitioned to grade 2. It look like it look like them a practice her fiddle. A pep, them I don't know. Pep in a grade 3. Because what they are doing now in grade 2, I remember these were like grade 3, not even grade 3, grade 4, pitney. Back in my time, a grade 4 pitney also, I do them something there. Me no love when me see the pitney them a go. Me no love the direction. It's really intense, it's really, really intense. And it's very, some projects where me see them parents here. I get, because I know the pitney them I get them. Fido skeleton, fido the skeletal, and fido something. No, I am a parent who, me can't even draw one stick, man. Me can't even draw one stick, man, for save my life. Ah, boy. And they want me now to do the skeletal thing. And you must do it where it's moving. Me? How me da manage? Very special, Johnny. Very, very special. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right, sis. It is evil what they are doing to these babies. They are babies. Makes matters worse. I would have want to call out that school there, you know. I would have want to call out that school there. I don't believe that babies should be treated like grade 5, grade 6 children. They just went into when especially one of my granddaughters, one of my grandsons, when they were in basic school, me I wonder if the woman, if the teacher savage, if she's an animal, if she's a hog. Trust me, Sister T, if me did there at Jamaica, me personally would have go to the school and would have words personally with the hog there. I hope Brother Tina hear me this morning. May have little strength. May have little strength. I hope Brother Tina hear. I can imagine, sis. I can imagine, and believe me when I tell you, it's only gonna get worse. It is evil what these education ministers are doing to these children. It is pure evil. Evil to the teachers, the babies. You have a teacher at a specific school in St. Mary. And let me tell you something. That teacher, she taught the infant class. And I can tell you that the child was traumatized. And I think she still is traumatized. I am so sorry. There are days when I hear what that child goes through because of that teacher, because of that insect, because of that animal, because there's no way she's a teacher. Me no know a which monster she derived from, but she cannot be a human. And how she talk to the children. You hear me, Sophie? Come over here, so. I heard one. Children? No, I don't know why she's getting the children involved. Did I not give, like she would say, did I not give Peter a pencil, 2 pencils, as a matter of fact? Didn't I give the child 2 pencils? And yes, miss. Miss say, hey, if I did for me pitney. And the child go home and tell her, Palmy. Hey, you have a saying, Duppy know who for frighten. I don't know how many of you here understands what I'm saying, but Duppy really know who for frighten. A teacher stressed, she need stress therapy. She needs stress management. She need anger management. It's not only stressed. She take one child and slap up the child because the child sit down in the bus front. And she been telling her time and time again not to sit up the bus front. But when the child gets on, that's the only seat that is left for the child. Because by now, the children would be dropping off, picking up, dropping off. So that's the only seat. And the parent couldn't say a word. The parent can only talk behind the teacher back. My child, you mean for me pitney? Hey! So the children in a beauty blessings welcome. Can you imagine if you already have stress at home to go, and they need to look into these things, The government really need to look into these things because we are losing our children to that S word. We are losing our children. our grandchildren to not stress. They are going home early, sending themselves off early. Yes, the teachers needs therapy. Can you imagine? You're sending another monster to school where it is coming from a monster yard. You cannot, you at home already cannot handle that child. And you're sending that child. I have heard more than once of a child who the child is, I think the child is in basic school. The child is in basic school and the child is already expelled from one basic school. The child is expelled from one basic school. And the child attacked one of my grandchildren, attacked other children. What they're going to do with that child? Are they going to keep it there until it attacks and eats all of those children? It is coming from a home that is already festered with I don't even know what to call it. So imagine you have that child to deal with and others like that child. Now this is a little one. So imagine when that child grows up. Teachers needs mental health. And I'm sorry for these children. I'm sorry for the teacher them. But the curriculum not help them neither. The curriculum not help them neither. The curriculum only stress them out. And if you have children, or especially one child like I have, she's very stern, very strict, she don't play. So the child have if you do. When she come home, she better do her homework. She better do her homework. She's on top of her, doing her homework, doing her projects. So imagine my daughter goes to work in the mornings. She have to come back home to get that child ready for school tomorrow morning. And then she have to see to that child's project. Because what the child can do, what kind of project the child can do. When they are giving them these kind of projects to do, giving these babies these projects to do, boy, for me, up here steam a come out of my brain. And I am not even there. So imagine. But the curriculum that they have for these children, it's not right. It's not right. It is forcing these children to fail. That's the only way I can put it. Stay safe, Johnny. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good day, Johnny. Walk good. Until next time. Walk good and walk with God, all right? Be safe. Thank you so much for being here. The government has set up a picnic them for fail. When these children leaves infant school, they are supposed to be able to be reading the reader one. When even my granddaughter that I'm specifically speaking about right now, when she goes into grade 3, she's supposed to can do the CXC. Back in the day, what was it? What was it again? Common entrance. Common entrance. And then PEP, also? Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Common entrance. After common entrance, what was it? GSAT. My granddaughter supposed to can do she's supposed to qualify for the what they used to do back in the day. It is sad. Common entrance. She's supposed to can do the common entrance. And each time they tell her that it is easier. Right. Change to GSAT. When it was common entrance, they said they are breaking it down. So it's gonna be easier. It only get harder. Rosie. You can bring the half something there for me, please. The grapefruit. Bring the half a apple first because it's sweet. Me might feel upset. So bring the apple first. In case me feel yeah. Thanks. They said it is designed to make it easier for the children. But each time it gets hard and harder and harder. Sorry for children then. And you have a book. You have a book that you would use. You have 2 children or 3 children, maybe 4 children, 5 children. And you have this reading book that you would use in grade 1. Next year is a different book. No, you wash it good? You not wash it with the baking soda? You cut it already? All right, just bring it come by the grace of God. It's not getting any easier. And I say it again. I know it's not getting easier. I know it says not getting easier. They are lying to us. They are lying. I don't know what it is that they are doing. You have a book that you say, all right. After Peter done with it, Paul can get it. After Paul done with it, Sasha can get it. After Sasha done with it.
You go put in a Ziploc bag. So when they're there,
should wash them with it. It's something there for me.
You may put them all of them.
And soak them. Thank you, darling.
Yes, anybody.
Then wicked to a poor children and sorry for them. There you go. There you go, my sister. That's what I'm talking about. And the parents, nobody's talking about it. When I used to be sending my children to school, I look for what books were really being used. And those were the books that I would buy if I can afford it. Because when you look at these books, and I would put it down for the other child, it's a different book that they will be requested to buy, which no makes sense. Wicked and evil and waste of money and poor people's children, they don't have it. Evil. No, you don't hear parents talking about these things. When they really talk about them, not talk about it. But the government really need to stop. The Ministry of Education need to stop and realize that only them alone rich. Only them alone have money in them pocket. You have parents who are poor, who can't even buy one of the textbook. When my children used to go to school, they didn't have the books. I couldn't afford it. So I tell them, say, see if you can look in a somebody book, friend somebody, and get a peep out of them book. You know how some people, some people stay, they're selfish. They don't even want you, one of your eyelash dropping at them book. So when I could, I would buy what I could. But it's evil, pure evil, what they are doing. Anyhow, I'm glad me home. The confines of my own home. Faith and obedience. Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you coming. I pray that all is well. I am happy that I'm no longer in the hospital this morning. And I can tell you if by the grace of God, if I should get sick again and I need to go to the emergency room, I will take that 2 hours drive. For the entire night, when the woman said she go call security, I wonder if them are going to come. I met me delete my stream, and I could not sleep. I was just up, watching the door, listening. couldn't eat because of the type of food that I'm getting. The whole heap of bread, the whole heap of starch. They made I don't even remember the food. Mm-mm. They said not to complain, but boy, that one was a hard one. Hard not to complain. Mm-mm. So imagine just getting medication, not eating. My stomach has now started to feed off itself. Hello, my mommy Kevnish, auntie, sister, cousin Kevnish. How you doing? Mm. This world is such a beautiful place. Yet it has so much struggles, so much problems, so much evil surrounding us. But it's gonna be better one day. JB, bless up yourself. How are you doing? Welcome. I was wondering when you were gonna come over. JB. Raban keeps silent. Traveler Frank, welcome. How are you, Traveler Frank? So, sis, how are the children holding up? Well, that's what they know anyway. Mm, they don't know nothing better. I remember when my children used to go to school in a basic school, and every day, especially one of them come home singing. I'm happy to hear that, Frank. Every day that child came home singing. Every day it was another nursery rhyme after another nursery rhyme. And they would give her stuff to trace. And this was in the latter part of her school of her basic school. To trace and to identify the words that begin, like F is for fish, stuff like that. You better go in a basic school now, knowing those things. Mm-mm. It rough. Sis, me sorry for these children, you know. When I tell you that I'm sorry for these children, let us continue to pray for our children. Let us continue to pray for our children, because I'm telling you, I am telling you, mm, mm, mm-mm. Pear, not avocado, pear. In Jamaica, our avocado is what we call pear. I understand, Mama Kevnish. Life is happening, sis. Life is happening. Mm. Really? For the first time? It's really nice. But one time I also love it. I still love it. Okay, my darling. All right, sister. All right, my sister, cousin, auntie. Thank you so much. No, this is not peach. This is not peach. This is pear. It's, I don't know if we Jamaicans have everything back way because we call avocado pear. That's what we know as pear. When you go and you buy a pear and you know sit down with a bowl and a pear, yeah. But if you tell somebody here that you're gonna buy a pear, this is what you'll be buying. American pear, right? It's nice, man. I love the texture of it. And you know something, guys, I can't eat anything, nothing sweet. My daughter sent me some grapes. No, those grapes are not organic. I think they inject them with sugar. Mm-mm. The, there's something that made me sick. Too sweet, I couldn't eat them. Kiwi. Who knows kiwi? 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 Whatever it name. Who has ever tried it? It is tangy. It is supposed to be tangy, right? Let me know. Mm-hmm. On the inside. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. What's going on with Kevnish Sim? She said you can share. Yes, they are sour. Looking at it, it have to me it has a Nesberry color. It doesn't look like Nesberry, but it has that Nesberry color. And when you peel it on the inside, it's green and it has some black seeds, some fine black seeds. Very soft, chewable seeds. But it's sour. And JB is saying hi. It's like the guinea. Is it like guinea? No. Mm-mm. What I find like guinea is, I wouldn't call it again. A lychee. Lychee kind of, I think it's lychee. Reminds me of the guinea. Oh, I did not know that. Wow. Oh my word. I am so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that, Kevnish. Condolences to Kevnish, guys. She has lost a family member. And we know it's never easy losing a loved one. Mm-mm. Um, Sis, did I tell you that Lorna passed? Did I tell you? Yeah, so she's kind of busy. She's busy, guys. You know, when you lost someone. Oh my God. Sandy says, my deepest condolences to Kevnish and her family. So sorry to hear that. Amidst life, there is death. Yeah. Yes, sis. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I requested prayer for her once, I think. She was buried, I think, last Wednesday. Yeah. Hmm. So, we are still here amidst life. We have death to face. You know something, I was ready. Well, I'm always ready. It is now 11:36 here. It's about 4:30 your time, 5:30, somewhere there. Frank, it's never easy losing a loved one. And it's not easy living this life. But I can tell you something, this world is not ours. We're just passing through. I'm feeling kind of chilly. I am going to carry this cup on the outside and let me go. Just give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Oh Lord. So um I have chemo again. God help me. Guys, chemo. I think, why don't they try to find a way? Because it can be done. It can be done. Where they can help people holistically, in a holistic way. Because this chemo, I'm telling you, if the virus or the disease that is plaguing your body, if it doesn't take your chemo, will. The chemo doesn't extend your life, really. You will have some persons who will say otherwise. But it's a plaster over a wound. Keeps you for a while. Because in my case, chemo is helping me to, it is helping me to survive. Now my counts are already low. When I go back on this chemo on the 20th, which is about 3 days from now, then it's gonna get, I don't know if it can get definitely any lower. Yeah. So you see this starchy food and all of these meats not helping. But some family members, they don't understand. And we were taught that we have to eat from the 3 food groups. I should have gotten a grapefruit. When I was in the hospital the other day, the doctor, they said it's protocol. So they wanted to know if my heart stops beating, if they should resuscitate. And I told them no. No. If I die once, just let me die. Why bring me back to this? And my children cried. My niece, one of my nieces, she was beside herself. She could not be consoled because it was as if she was living this all over again. I lost my sister in 2022 and she suffered. And the very same things that I'm saying to her, my sister told her those very same words. and I do somewhat sound like my sister. She could not be consoled. I told her, this is not living. This is not living. This is barely surviving. If I'm gonna eat just about anything, I can get off this chemo and I can just eat until I die. Why not? They don't want to hear all of that. They just want to hear that I am going to fight. Fight what? I don't know if I have any fight left. Can we fight God? We can't. We can't fight the hands of God. We can't fight against God's will. Sometimes we're saying, let God's will be done. Yet sometimes we don't even know what His will is. I'm still listening. I'm still listening. Because at this point, I'm ready. No more pain. No more stress of all of this, what is going on in this life. Hey. Hey.
You want to go walk and get some of the sunlight?
Yeah,
Feel
man.
like?
Mm-hmm.
Come. Hey, and Cathy go walk. Round so. Get some sunlight. Come.
On my pants. Guys, you see how Rosie drag off the sheet off of me? Suppose me did unclothed.
Which pants do you have on again? You never have on no pants, I'm sure.
Hmm?
No, you did wash.
You wash.
Mm-hmm. You have to get one.
Alright, so my jacket right there, so.
Where one pants? Which one is your jacket? You grab one pants. Get one pants here. Roll over.
I think maybe I take the piece of grapefruit before I go.
Mm-hmm. You
But when me come back?
You want the black ones here?
Hmm?
Want the black ones here?
Mm-mm. Let me see. Let me see which one.
The one here.
No.
Do you want this one?
Mm-mm.
Or not pants this?
Mm-hmm. But I hate me sleeping.
Okay, you want the Calvin Klein here?
Mm-mm. I wear that coat.
Okay. Come over.
And that I sleep pants. May have one of that kind of blackish color one. Give me this. May I wear this? Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna take a walk.
Watch it. Video.
Yes.
I know I'm a jog off the sheet. Oh, what the mirror?
Eh?
What are these?
At them me wear go out yesterday with Joe. Make them stay.
So you never make me wash them. You never see them, you know?
And when you wash?
Me wash the sheet and something them just now.
Sorry. Mm-hmm. That no need to wash it.
Okay, come.
You see how Rosie drag off the sheet off of me Sunday? Mm-hmm. Bad Rosie.
Gosh. You're
So.
cold.
Hmm? Yeah, I was feeling chilly. So guys, thank you all for your time.
Hey, Mama. You want to go for a walk?
So I'm gonna end over on this side, but I'm gonna put this by the window for a little bit until I get back. So I'm gonna end over on this side. Sunday, bless up yourself. Hey. Sunday, Torah and Grace Ministries. I know that Charles has already left. I'm gonna take a walk outside, guys. I need to go in the sun for a little bit. Alright? So, until next time, be safe, be blessed, be well, walk good. Most of all, walk with God. Have a safe and a blessed day. What kind of music that, Miss Rosie? Rosie! Hey. In here, what that? I that me realize it too much. I come in here for me, you should have shut the door. Alright. Me I come out still. No. you hear how Rosie are going in a place to her and Grace. Hi Betty. Joshua's here. Simone and Mo. Betty's World. Welcome, Miss Gay. I had a little discussion here this morning, Miss Gay, but I am going to step out. I'm going to step out. Right here. Ay, ay, ay. Where your jacket there, Rosie? My jacket? Mm-hmm. All right. Alright, guys. We're going outside. We're not going outside just like this, alright? Real old one style. In my frock and my pants. Nothing go so. Not a... What happened here? Why is this thing sliding down? Oh, what happened just now? Screen. Okay. I was wondering, it is kind of chilly. It has kind of changed. The season is changing. It's fall now. It's not like Jamaica where you have only the tropical weather. Over here, so you have all of them. The spring, the summer, the autumn, and the winter. So we're going into the winter now. So that it's kind of changing somewhat. So it's not hot again. It can get hot at times, but for right now, even the glass feels cool. And it's wet. Glass wet, you know, guys. Right here. Hold on. You can see here. Look at this. And that's from what was going on last night. Yeah. Oh Lord. So I'm gonna put on a shirt and my jacket, and then I'll be going out on the road. Not out on the road, I'll be going outside for a bit. I was in the hospital where I could not. I felt like I was suffocating in there. So I'm gonna take a walk. Thanks, thanks. I give you thanks for all you have done. I am so blessed, my soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks. Thanks, thanks. I give you thanks for all you have done. Cancer Center called me this morning. Thank you, Anne Marie. Have a great day. Stepping out now, guys. Oh, Lord. See you in a bit, guys.
phone in our room till we come back. See how we may go. Just want to get little sunlight. So phone will not charge it.
Okay.
Then you're back.
You look fit.
You find it? Find it? Sorry, keep it on there. Check where you were yesterday.
Yeah, check in the pocket. Yeah, in my jacket, you know this.
You find it? Put on your jacket. Come. Maybe out the cold here. Come.
Ravan, big up yourself. Alright, guys, see you in a bit. Come on over, Solo. Come on over. Rose said she don't want no jacket now. Carry me jacket. No, she needs her jacket.
Same thing. Come, hold your horses. Precious memory. 20 past 1 and nobody call me. 20 past 1, nobody don't remember. Time flying. wake up and play by 5:30 a day. Rosie, it's not safe. Rosie, my daughter give me some lick out of one sitting there yesterday. Cross me behind. Rosie, I'm going to try not. Julie said stop a minute, see? Oh, hey, hey, let me show you it, Rosie. Make a show you. You want me to go again? Make a show you, yeah. I'm going to make a put on the glasses. Let me dance. Look at her mind. See, Rosie, look here. Look here. I tell you, sit there, my daughter give me yesterday. Hey, you're getting up, not even dressed. Hey, I'm too like any dollar kind. Rosie, you get it? Oh, God. Hey. See, you like, add to your favorite. Because you're going to use it. You're going to use it back on him. But you know what's up? All right. Me know. Rosie, you don't know where you're going. Imagine if you need to start sitting there and me not answer. Hey. Miss won't buy one SIM card put in that phone here. So, I have one plan. Don't worry yourself. Hey, you see, friend? No message me, no. I get none of them. Hey, you see how you answer the phone fast. You know, one cat in and cat out. You don't get beaten for all cutting in the easy. Hey. Aye. Murder. I make my daughter bust my ass. They look hot. Terrible. Flick all out of me. Oh, you look like you tie your ball on the car. You know, somebody hold me, look like somebody hold me some. And then somebody come from behind me and give me some kind of rat. Yo, sick. What about you? Ask about text me this morning. You know, ask me for that. Oh, that the boy enough to ask me now, you know. You know, being a good family. We're going to do anything for him. He wouldn't have done it for all the way and got to by himself, you know. The pizza she makes. I never got it. Esa cosa que no lo lee, si se lo va a pedir. The one that is sweet Irene, eh? The one that is sweet. Yeah, man, you can pick up. Yeah.
Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye. See you all later. See you all later. Thank you for your time. I do appreciate your time. Simone, have a good afternoon. Nadine, Miss Gay, and whoever else is here. Robin, child of God. Not sure who else is here, but thank you all for being here, and I'll see you in another live stream. Be blessed. Walk good. Most of all, walk with God. Stay blessed, everyone.